we've got a requested video today. It's going to tackle one of our biggest enemies, I think, and it's very relatable for most of us, and that is procrastination. Raise your hand if you've never procrastinated ever in your life. If that's true, then you're a unicorn. Congratulations. But so we're going to figure out basically what are some causes, what can we do about it, and hopefully how can we avoid it in the future. So if this is something that interests you, then I'll see you on the inside. And let me just remind you that if you ever have a request or a video that you would like me to make, then of course let me know on socials, in comments, wherever you would like. Okay, let's dive in. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Nathalie, I'm a musician, and today we're going to talk about procrastination because yes, even though being a musician is a privilege and it's a dream come true, with the job come many things that we might not like doing so much, and therefore they're easily to procrastinate. I hope that was a decent English sentence. We'll see when I'm editing this video. In any case, let's dive right in. In my experience, I've learned that there's basically three main causes that make me procrastinate, and I believe that they might be resonating with many of you. Of course, there might be some that I don't mention, or that you feel like, oh, but this one is really something that holds me back. So if that's the case, then just leave a comment below and I can see what I can do to help you. But for me, it's either overwhelm and or having to do something that I really don't like doing, and or simply not seeing how to take the first step. Like maybe not knowing how to do a specific little thing in order to get the bigger thing ready. Like for example, when I first started making vlogs, I didn't really know how to edit videos all that well, and so that was the thing that held me back for a long period of time. And you know, we got over that, so there are ways to deal with this. But we're gonna focus on these three things and let's see how we can actually deal with them and make sure that we don't procrastinate. So what to do about these things? It's kind of funny because as tied as they are for me to cause procrastination, the solutions to them are also quite tied together. And if you watched my vlogs before, you already know that I like to plan a week at once because that just works the best for me, and that's just how my brain works. Usually I try to get my tasks, you know, not exceed 6 tasks a day, but those tasks are, you know, not hyper detailed or whatever. If I'm noticing that I'm procrastinating or there's, you know, a bigger thing that I need to do, then I do the opposite. I go hyper detailed on what I need to do per day. This saves me brain power once the day starts. I don't even have to think about what to do. It's just there, and then I do it and I check it off. And this does 3 things for me. First and foremost, it's a very easy stepping stone on what to do. Easy. I don't even have to be worried about, I don't know where to start. This here. It's right here on my calendar. This is what I need to do. It gives an instant little reward. I know that checking off something is not like the coolest thing to do, but it gives a little boost of endorphins, at least for me. It might be that for you, you just want to, I don't know, indulge in a bit of chocolate or have a phone call with a best friend, whatever it might be, but make sure that you have a little instant reward once you've done something that ties to that thing that is making you procrastinate. And then with the overwhelm, because I'm making sure that I don't need to spend brain power on what to do when, it also helps reduces the overwhelm. Now, when you're experiencing overwhelm, it's usually because you're quite tired or you have been stressed for quite a while, or maybe you're lacking some vitamins in one way or another, so you might want to change your diet or something like that. The most important thing to take into account, and especially when things get a bit stressful and the risk of procrastination gets higher, is to make sure to take very good care of yourself. And that means sleeping enough or at least resting enough. You can absolutely schedule your little rests in between. It could be, or it also is making sure that you have nutritious meals. Don't just, eat junk food all the time and then expect yourself to be on your highest performance level. That just makes no sense. Make sure that you have enough sports. Also, like, move your body, do something that you love doing. For me, that's just in the morning. I love not having to go to the gym, but just having a yoga mat and a YouTube video and someone who just does this thing with me, and then I feel like, yes, I got this. But for you, it might be going for a swim, it might be going for a tennis match with a friend, whatever, but schedule those things in, because they regenerate you. And that's very much part of making sure that you don't procrastinate, because usually also happens when you're already a bit tired or a bit stressed, and it's very easy for that to stack. And then just making sure that the steps that you take in order to get this thing done, that is very bite-sized and you see the progress almost instantly. That's a very helpful way, I think, to get over that. If I would have to think of an example, because I do believe that procrastination is very much tied to stress and also the not necessarily knowing where to start. So it could very, very well be that you're not exactly sure what it is that you want to achieve. So maybe it could just be try and go as detailed as you can in that. Or it could be that the outcome is very much defined and you're just overwhelmed because there's very little time. And then the hyper planning will help a lot, because you see the overview of, okay, this is as much time as I have. And then it's about you being as efficient as you can, putting all your talents in and doing your best. It's all we can do. Maybe it doesn't get you to the place that you want to be fully, but at least you've done everything. And you've definitely learned some lessons along the way then. So these are my ways to tackle procrastination and the causes that make me procrastinate. I was trying to not say cause too much. Let me know if these are things that resonate with you, and if you agree on these things. Could also be that you have a completely different experience, and if you're willing to share and if you feel comfortable to share, by all means, open up the conversation and we can learn from each other. That would be great. I'll take this time to say once more that if you ever have a request or something that you would like me to film, by all means, leave it in the comments below. And I hope that this was helpful to you. Let me know if it was, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching. See you.